Wow, I'm live. I pressed the button. Let me go post to Blue Sky. Right there. Why did it pop up all the way over there? That's so stupid. I don't think I have a good image to share for the stream. Yeah. Shucks. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bum bum. Unfortunately, screenshots of XY that I have are very not common. I can't find any actually. Short of the one I took earlier for the shiny slugma that I found. And caught. Yeah, I don't know. Do I just post the screenshot of the slugma again? Be like, crop this bitch. I got nothing. I got nothing. Chad, I got nothing. I'm washed up. I have no idea what the screenshot is that I just took. Chat, was it good? Probably not. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good one. Here, let me post that, and then we can jump into this. Did my... Oh, did this come unplugged? When I... That's the one that's charging. Let me unplug, replug. There we go. Okay, show. Let's go ahead and just hop into it because I've kind of already been going at this. So, you're only going to be able to see one screen, but I am dual hunting. Unfortunately, I only have one 3DS capture card, so we just have to kind of like live on that. And also, I don't want it on this audio, actually. I want to mute that, and I want to... Jeez, Scuff. Where is my application audio is what I'm looking for. Is this one. I want that one, because we want to have the fun audio. The fun audio, she says. Wowie. Anyway, okay. So, you know, good old friend Safari it just has boosted odds over regular random encounters. So, you know, I have the chance of finding a brazen. Isn't that so cool? Also, because I'm dual hunting, I'm gonna have to kind of like look down a lot. So the tracking might get a little funky. And I'm kind of hoping that if I do find any shinies during the stream, they end up on the Capture 3DS. Just because then it's on, you can actually see it on the stream. They don't really have a good way of capturing my non-capture modded 3DS. But both games are in a fire type Friend Safari with 3 different fire type Pokemon. The one you guys are seeing on stream is Panseer, Slugma, and Brazen. And the game you guys can't see is Ponyta, Pyroar, and what else is in this one? I was kind of hoping I would encounter it just now so that I didn't feel stupid. Oh, Fletchinder. For some reason. Which are all Pokemon that I don't yet have shiny, with the exception. Okay, so I have Ponyta from Goosed. They goosed me in my own chat room. Goosed. Goosed. Is there a goose Pokemon yet? I can't, my brain can't think. I'm like, there's Swanna, but that's like a swan. What? Do we have a goose Pokemon that I can just throw at Faye? A goose to my own chat. Can't believe this shit. You just showed up to goose me. I have to assume those are the ulterior motives. Yo, Slugma Ball. The goose is loose. More like the goose is loose. Thing that I learned because I got to experience it firsthand is that X and Y loads ever so slightly faster on new 3DS instead of the OG 3DS. Because like my Capture 3DS is an OG 3DS because it's like ancient as far as Capture 3DSs go. Wow, I'm just thinking about the fact that I bought this Capture 3DS secondhand from somebody like 9 years ago, I think. Anyway, there's like this ever so small amount of extra time I have to wait for the game to load on the OG 3DS versus on the new 3DS. To the point that after a handful of encounters, I'm able to get an extra encounter in on the new 3DS. It's really funny. I'm not keeping track of how many encounters I've done though, unfortunately. Mostly because the hunt technically started while I was still at Combo Breaker. And I put in a lot of encounters while sitting there watching Top 8 for Guilty Gear Strive. Anyway, so we're doing I'm dual hunting in fire type friend safaris. Unfortunately, I only have one 3DS capture, so you only get to see one. I'm sorry. We could have maybe made two work, but Mimi's 3DS capture doesn't really work anymore. I don't remember actually if it's just that it's broken or if it was the fact that she lost the like license key thing for the software because it's a Katsukity card. I don't know. I don't remember. One of those like to-do things of getting a replacement or whatever. Because it is a new 3DS one. New 3DS XL, I guess specifically. Or is... Yes. I'm like, I know where it's sitting on her desk. I can just turn around and look. Except that she also really wants a new 2DS capture. Anyway, as I posted on Blue Sky, I did find a Slugma in Friend Safari already, which is nice. Literally within 15 minutes of me booting up the second game, which is the one you guys are seeing on stream, and is actually my sister's save file. That's how has lasted the turmoil of time. What am I saying? Has lasted the twists and fates of time and space. On my 3DS. I don't know. Anyway, within 15 minutes, I found myself shiny Slugma balls. Meanwhile, my save file that you guys can't see keeps coming up dry. I don't think shinies exist in this game anymore. Do 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 boo boo do boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom. Boom boom boom. Do do do. Do do do. Have you prayed to the right God, RNGesus? Yeah, RNGesus, take the real? Yeah, take the real. RNG isn't real. What if the R in RNG was instead real? It was real number generator. You know, there continues to be this thing where I wish I knew Generation 5 better than I do. I wish the Gen 5 games weren't so freaking expensive too. Because I have a Japanese copy of Black 2, but I don't have an English copy of Black 2, and I don't have a copy of Black. And I would actually really love to play through those games in English again. And like have the games myself so that I, you know, can actually like do my funny living decks stuff that I like to do. I guess we need to get back to Gen 4 while I'm thinking about that. I don't quite remember where I left off with that. Was I just doing Sinnoh decks in Diamond Pearl? What was I doing? I don't remember. Maybe we just leave that where it is and use it for later. There's like a dozen different things I want to do. Learned you can link between MU and phone to actual system or something. Yeah. Linking between MU and phone, first off, was already a thing, and then people thought it wasn't a thing anymore after because there was a specific version of Desmume that could connect to the online servers. And then after Nintendo Wi-Fi connection went away, people thought that like you couldn't do it anymore, and now there's a new way to do it. I haven't looked too much into it, but I was really excited to see that it was like a thing you could do again. Because yeah, I actually before Nintendo Wi-Fi connection went away, I actually traded a bunch of Pokemon out of my Let's Play file of Black. Because that Let's Play was done in MU. So, like, my team from my Black Let's Play, I actually have in Pokemon Home. Should pull that up sometime. Where's my phone? My phone is probably still in my purse, actually. This is where I put it, right? I think. Let me look. I was correct. Just because I can pull up Pokemon Home on my phone and not have to dig out my Switch. Sure. Why is Pokemon Home no, I'll take that back. I was gonna be like, why is Pokemon Home asking for my location? It must have updated. It's asking for all my stuff again. But, communication error. Pokemon Home down for maintenance or something? Oh, it worked that time. Oh, that was weird. But yeah, I still think Gen 5 is like super goated. And Black 2, White 2 are like super Pokemon games. Because there is so much to do in those games. Like, that's probably the last time that Game Freak wasn't horrendously under a bunch of crunch. They were probably still under crunch, because at that point they were pushing games out every year already, but, you know. See that right there? That Panseer. Panseer's my target right now. At least on this game. Gen 5 is, I want to say, the second straight sequel. Yeah, because Gold and Silver is a straight sequel to Red and Blue. Like, unless you want to throw Coliseum and XD in there as well, but, yeah. And I think the idea of giving us a sequel instead of giving us a third version was so smart. That is like, it was really cool, basically. To give a rundown on the hunt again. So on stream right now, you can see the game that it has Panseer, Slugma, and Brazen. I found a Slugma earlier, but I do need another one for Mad Cargo. But my target right now is Panseer. So I'm okay phasing on a Slugma again. And also I'm good phasing on a Brazen and a Brazen or two, because I don't have Delphox either. Not worried about getting Brazen here because we can get Fennekin in Scarlet and Violet. A lot easier, even. On the 3DS that you can't see, I'm in another fire type Friend Safari that has Pyroar, Ponyta, and Fletchinder. And I think neither of these games have Shiny Charm. I know the screen you can't see doesn't have Shiny Charm. I actually don't know if this one does. Oh, it does have Shiny Charm. Okay. Girly actually, like... Oh, yeah, okay. She did fill the decks. Okay. Neat. That's probably why I found the Slugma as fast as I did. Which leads me to being amazed that I haven't found anything else yet, because I've been hunting for a while. But hey, whatever. The power of the Shiny Charm, you know? Gen 5 is a great story, and 2 just cleaned up some things. Yeah, additionally, 2 added so much extra stuff to do. When you're like, it's like, oh, hey, you're done with the game. Like, here, just keep playing the game because there's so much side content to do. Like, we'll forever go on with the nonsense that, like, everybody always asks for a Battle Frontier again. But I have to figure there's probably a reason we haven't gotten a Battle Frontier since, like, technically HDSS, but I'm going to say Platinum. I'm going to say Platinum just because HDSS just uses Platinums. And that's, like, kind of, we threw it in there in the same spot where Crystal has Battle Tower. Yeah, while also being its own thing in plot mode. Yeah. There is how did I describe it? There was a way that I described the difference between Black and White 1 versus Black and White 2. It's that Black and White 1 is like kind of overly serious about everything that's happening, and Black 2, White 2 feels like an over-serious Pokemon game. Like, I think Black 2, White 2 feels more like a Pokemon game than Black 1 and White 1. With that said, I still think Black and White 1 is some of the best Pokemon to exist. I think another part of that is that Black 2, White 2 backed off of the idea of, hey, you can only get, like, the only Pokemon available in Unova are the Pokemon, you know, like, native to Unova, the Gen 5 Mons. They're like, here, we're just going to give you a completely different dex that has a bunch more Gen 1 through 4 Pokemon, or just a bunch of Gen 1 through 4 Pokemon intermixed. I feel like you kind of ran into that thing that just Gen 5 introduced a bunch of Pokemon that are just like, they occupy the same, they're supposed to occupy the same space in the story mode. You know, like, competitive is obviously a whole different deal, but within playing the single player experience of the game, a lot of the Unova Pokemon are supposed to fill the same niches as pre-existing Pokemon from, yeah, all the way back to Red and Blue through Diamond and Pearl. Black White 1, you're in the middle of something, and Black White 2, you're more seeing the aftermath of one. Yeah, pretty much. You also get thrown into the thick of Neo Team Plasma shit, though. And honestly, you have an even, like, the rawest moment in Pokemon happens in Black 2, White 2, where Ghetsis actually almost successfully kills you. Like, that was kind of a shocking thing when you think about it, because, like, Pokemon has shied away from, like, even Pokemon dying, and then they're just like, yeah, no, what if Ghetsis killed you? What if N didn't intervene and Ghetsis would, like, could have killed you? I just have to sit here and think about that. Anyway, my whole point in bringing that all that stuff about Black and White up is I need to play the Unova games more because I don't know them as well as I wish I did. Arguably speaking, I don't know the Kalos games that well either, but Kalos is kind of I call Kalos the safe region. It was, hey, we tried something really unique with Unova, and we needed to backpedal really hard because apparently people didn't like it. And I'm sitting there like, well, you did the stupid thing of I shouldn't say the stupid thing. It's difficult to properly represent what or like how Black and White and just Gen 5 in general performed, because it was the first time they did 2 generations of Pokemon on one console. Technically, with a big asterisk, right? Like, technically speaking, Gold and Silver was technically Game Boy Color, but also was like Game Boy Color enhanced. It played on OG Game Boy, which is actually why they had to put the shiny symbol in battle, because you could play Gold and Silver in Black and White, not to be confused with Black and White the game, in grayscale. Wouldn't have been until Crystal that it required a Game Boy Color. But you know, they're Game Boy Color enhanced, blah 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 blah. But also that was like the Pokemon boom thing, so it was gonna do amazing regardless. Honestly, I think we could have seen Diamond and Pearl end up on Game Boy Advance if Nintendo didn't push the DS out as fast as they did. That's still an interesting one to me, that the Game Boy Advance didn't actually get like a really long time in the limelight. It got games for a long time though, that's for sure. I have to wonder how much, like from a story perspective, the stuff with like Kiram being able to fuse with the other two, you know, one of the other two dragons in the case of what's actually allowed in game. Like how much that must have inspired the concept of like Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Because like definitely people were already fusing Pokemon before Black 2 White 2, before Gen 5 in general. But I don't know. It's an interesting thing that they took that and like ran with it, and then like the mechanic has come back in some regards. I particularly think of what the fuck is the mythical from Crown Tundra called? I know an Infinite Fusion has a triple fusion of all three. That's kind of neat. That's the kind of thing that I want to see officially if they ever make a Unova Legends game. Assuming they would do a Unova Legends game that's like in the past. Because apparently Legends games don't need to be in the past, question mark? I'm pretty confident in that assumption. Fairly certain, based on the information that has been given to us, that Legends ZA will be a sequel to XY. The main thing being that, like, AZ and Floette are together again. It's been 3,000 years. Really excited for Legends ZA. Really excited for Switch 2. Switch 2 comes out next week. And we're probably going to stream Mario Kart, honestly. I feel like everybody's going to be on that Mario Kart, so I might as well. Last time we actually got a brand new Mario Kart, would have been when 8 came out on Wii U. And that released on my last day of high school. Makes me feel old. Like, 8 Deluxe, yeah, sure, whatever. I was already playing all the tracks that were in 8 Deluxe when it came out. So, I don't actually know if I've actually gone through all the Grand Prix in 8 Deluxe. I know I haven't hit all the DLC tracks, but I'm sure. Ooh, I'm thinking about that actually. And with Switch 2 having very, very, very good backwards compatibility, I was gonna say near perfect, and that near perfect is probably accurate. It's not perfect, but it's near perfect. Having that much in the backwards compatibility bank, I imagine, as long as Switch Online continues to be a thing, that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is still going to be, like, a thing that people go back to. I feel like, Mario Kart World is probably going to be quite different for some people. I'm very interested to see how, like, just doing races online with randos is gonna work. If it's gonna be, I don't know. I'm very interested in Mario Kart World. I think it's a really interesting step in the right direction. Boom, 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 boom. This is one of those moments going back and forth between the two games because I'm not, since they're getting slightly desynced, I'm not worrying about like trying to do stuff with input in redirection. So I'm just like pianoing back and forth between them. Meh. I wonder if the price tag will have Switch 2 suffer in a similar way the PS5 did. It shouldn't. Okay. Listen. I completely understand everybody who's like, who thinks the Switch 2 should slot right in where Switch 1 was. Like even if it like took Swoled's spot at 350. I think it's very clear that I'm not, as much of a Nintendo fangirl as I am not a Nintendo apologist. We will ignore how many Switches I have bought in the last 8 years. No, I'm nowhere near as bad as some people. Personally, for myself, I have the OG I bought on launch. I have the BDSP Switch Lite, and I have the Scarlet and Violet's OLED. So I think I did pretty good there. Anyway, my point being, and this goes for Sony and Microsoft as well. The hardware is too much. This goes for PC gaming too. The hardware is too much. We need to stop. Like, we're getting to the point that just why are we pushing the power consumption as far as we are? And I say that as someone who literally, I just bought a new graphics card like last month. I ended up not going NVIDIA because NVIDIA is in a gross spot right now, I think, from a consumer standpoint. And ended up rolling last gen's top of the line AMD card because it's better than their what's the top of their stack this time. Did I say last year's? Last generations. Whatever. But this damn card, when I push it to 100%, the GPU by itself is pulling 300 and something watts. And I only bought the damn thing because I play games at a high enough resolution that, I kind of needed if I want to turn up any of the eye candy. And I only bought a new graphics card. Like, okay, my graphics card was mostly okay, depending on the game. It started getting a little sluggish when it came to, like Final Fantasy XIV's graphics update with Dawn Trail. But overall, it was still an enjoyably playable experience. But the thing that pushed me over the edge is that Monster Hunter Wilds was literally unplayable. Like, it would run. It ran. It briskly jogged. While looking worse than Monster Hunter World. Like, if I could turn the model fidelity down far enough, I could have played the game as if it were Generations Ultimate. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? That, like, my once big beefy gaming PC, which, GPU is like 6 years old, right? I upgraded from an RTX 2080. So, like, it's now 3 generations behind. Like, yeah, no, it was time to upgrade. But why the fuck Why the fuck was that GPU not able to? This is a complete. This is I'm moving away from my complaint about hardware stuff and now into my complaint about how games are developed. And it's not even an optimization thing at this point. It's why are we pushing the fidelity as far as we are, a kind of argument. And it's just why do I need such high power components to even run Monster Hunter Wilds at a fidelity that looks like Monster Hunter Rise running on Switch? And then the worst thing was I put like only 2 hours or something into that game. Let me look at Steam actually. How many hours have I actually put into Wilds? Oh, 5. Okay. It's still not as good. It's, you know, between both, like, I don't have Monster Hunter World installed. Let me show all my games. There we go. I've put 52 hours into Monster Hunter World. I've not played my PC version of Rise because I played that on Switch. Heckin', why? Why? Okay, bye, Faye. Anyway, the problem that the PS5 has is that it doesn't have any games. And I will continue to say that as somebody who bought one day one. I pre-ordered the damn thing. And I think the only PS5 game I've played on it is Astro's Playroom. Or whatever the hell the pack-in was called. Yeah. It's like any game that, this is the stupid thing. Any game that had, both, you know, had both a PS4 and a PS5 version, and had the ability to move your PS4 version to the PS5 version. I played the PS4 version, unlocked all the trophies, and then moved it to PS5. Some of those games I haven't actually like finished on the PS4 version yet, but you know. The only exception to that actually was FF7 Remake, and then I ended up putting it down halfway in anyway. So, I don't know. Doop-a-doo boom. Yeah, I mean, I wish premium, you know, quote unquote premium gaming didn't cost a gazillion dollars. And I mostly blame the game developers over the hardware manufacturers. I feel like I'm very overdue for a shiny on the new 3DS. Ugh. Ba 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 da da. I didn't realize my tapping was being picked up on the mic. That's funny. Do-do-do. I always feel like the ad rolls just sneak up on me when I'm not when I'm not looking. Legendary. Handseer. So I'm gonna say, getting the opportunity to go to Combo Breaker was really great, just because it reminded me how much I love going to cons. Like, you know, and the fact that this one was also like part of a tournament circuit kind of thing was really fun. It was a fun new experience that I really enjoyed. And I do wish that I had gotten more time on the convention floor, as it were. But hey, that's fine. I did my obligatory trans woman right of buying merch with Bridget Guilty Gear on it, and that's all I needed to do, honestly. Oh, I don't remember what my Blue Sky post said. Something like my God-given right as a trans woman to buy as much as my wallet will allow. Yeah, I didn't do that. But it was fun to see stuff and, like, I don't know, see a tournament actually, like, a circuit of tournaments even, happen in front of me. And just, like, seeing a lot of different kinds of people who are super enthusiastic about fighting games. Because this is going to sound so weird, and you're going to be like, why did you go to Combo Breaker if you're not into fighting games, Rin? But honestly, I'm not into fighting games. I mean, they're fun to watch. I'll say that much. Fighting games are very fun to watch. I am so ass at them. Oh man, raid coming in. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. We're just hunting in the friend safari. I got me 2 copies of the game actually rolling here. We're dual hunting, but I only have one 3DS capture, so you only get to see one. Going for some fire type friend safaris here. The Senna Yippee gets him every time. Anyway, yeah, welcome in, welcome in. How was your stream? What were you doing, King Lockspick? Locksip? I butchered that, I'm sorry. I can't read. Sometimes. Slugma, Pyroar. Anyway, yeah, so we've got Friend Safari with Slugma, Brazen, and my brain just stuttered. What else is in the game that's on screen right now? Oh, sick. Awesome. So I have to ask. The deer of life or the bacon of death? Xerneas or Yveltal? I get good reactions out of that. And honestly, I think Yveltal, you know, yeah, well, yeah. I was asking what version you're playing, and also which do you prefer? The mech of evolution. There you go. Is that what we're gonna call Zygarde now? What if there would have been a Pokemon Z? And that's how you would know who's American and who's not. Canadians could go either way, though. Don't think I can give an opinion on this. Hey, that's fair. I honestly think competitively Charizard Y is better. I think the fact that Charizard X is part dragon makes it better. And I'm like, of course. Out of the Pokemon they were gonna give, you know, split Mega Evolutions to, of course it'd be Charizard and Mewtwo. I'm sure if they didn't stick to being like, oh, only fully evolved Pokemon can Mega Evolve, they would have done it for Pikachu as well. Anyway, I think I distracted myself from my little explanation again. So I am dual hunting, but I only have one 3DS capture card, so you can only see one of the screens. The one that you can see has Panseer, Slugma, and Brazen. The one you can't see has Fletchinder, Pyroar, and Ponyta. Because I am hunting a bunch of fire types. I have this little thing that I'm doing with one of my friends offline that... Oh, hey! Shiny Slugma! Oh, hey, look at that! Sick! As I was explaining the Adventor. But hey, check out this Slugma. Awesome. Let me switch into Gardevoir here. Currently training for the Elite Four at the last minute. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I switched to Gardevoir because I wanted to Hypnosis. I should also re-explain because I did explain it earlier, but I'll explain for the folks rolling in or that have rolled in. Whatever. Words are hard, dude. The save file that's actually we're looking at right now is actually my sister's save file because it just happened to be on my Capture 3DS already, and I just rolled with it. Oh, I don't have a lot of Pokeball selections. This one can go in a Dusk Ball, I guess. Before I started streaming, I actually found Slugma earlier. So this is Slugma number 2, which is A-okay because I still need Mag Cargo as well. So that finishes that line for me. Cool. Awesome. Love that. You know what? I actually didn't check the nature on the first one that I caught. I need to come up with a nickname. No, that's not as funny as I thought it would be. I was gonna be like, why Cargo? What did I name the other one? I already forgot what I named the other one. My brain is like on fire. I named it Squirm. I don't know why I named it Squirm. That's just what came to mind, I guess. My brain doesn't want to think of a nickname right now. That's so stupid. Brain, why do you do this? Do you think Faye would be mad if I named a Slugma after her? We'll find out later. We'll find out. Okay. Nature guesses. I haven't checked the other one that I caught either, so give me 2 nature guesses, I guess. Let's get... Okay, it is in this box. Let's get Mild and the Faded Weed. Whoa. A Faded Weed. Let's get Mild and Rash. Oh, hey, look, it's my sister. How you doing? What do you find so far? 2 Slugma. On your Y save. Anyway, okay, Naive and Modest. The one we just found is Modest. I got a Magma Armor and a Flame Body. Hell yeah. You're still 0-4? Damn. That's okay. My Y save versus your Y save, I'm 0-2. Okay, let's save. Get back in there. And I stay winning. Yeah, I guess so. I'm keeping the Slugma. My target is the damn Panseer. Alrighty, you have a good one. Thanks for raiding on in here. Yo, could you imagine if we got another Slugma? Rough. Absol rough, man. Absol rough. My friend Safari goated. OMG, for real, no cap. I am in your friend Safari. I have found 2 Slugma in your friend Safari. Using your save file. I'm sure the only reason I found 2 so far is you do have Shiny Charm on this file. Do not actually. That save should be like 30 owned if I remember correctly. No, it's a 721 save. I checked already. I actually pulled it up on stream already. If I go in the bag, it's right here. Same with the awful charm. Like, oh, it shows on the bottom screen. Damn it. There, you can see it there. You must have had some fun or something with this. I made the assumption it was hacked, so... I guess I could have gone and looked through the boxes and see what you left in the save file. That would require me to leave, and I'm not going to do that. But if I could get an orange monkey... Ooh, monkey. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-dum-dum-dum-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-da-bum, bam, bam. Do-do. Oh, good. I was already taking a sip. Do 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 do. Anyway, trying to remember what the hell I was talking about before I found the slugma. I don't even remember. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Kind of question what the hell I'm even doing right now. I've been awake for so freaking long. And only took like a very brief nap. Both of those Slugma were very under odds. I brought attention to myself of how sleepy I am. That was a mistake. Might end up being a shorter stream than I meant, just, you know, on the principle of I'm Evie Schleeby. Ooh, the sleeper. Be cool to get another shiny though before I go. However, at one time, like 10 years ago or something, God, dating myself much. Telling myself I'm just gonna keep going is how I ended up accidentally doing a 10-hour stream one night. Also, actually, how I got most of the followers that I have on Twitch was during that stream because somebody rated me with like 100 or something, 100 something viewers. And like I was about to wrap up stream when that happened, and I ended up going for another hour just because I was like, well, shit. Monkey. And somehow we went the entire 8-year lifespan of the Nintendo Switch, and the Switch 2 is coming out before we can get the elemental monkeys in a Pokemon game. Think about that one. It's like the what I suspect to be the last Pokemon game on Switch 1 is gonna be the first Pokemon game you can get the monkeys in on. It's cracked, right? I'm not crazy for this, right? Like, out of all the Pokemon that aren't available yet, why these three? Why Patrat? Like, Patrat and Watchog are also not available in any Switch Pokemon games today. And I believe we've seen both of them. Only seeing one of them is all we really needed, but I think we've seen both of them in trailers for ZA already. Pokemon Za. Laza. If people end up abbreviating this game LZA, I'm just going to be calling a Pokemon lasagna. Hey, how far have you made it in lasagna? I don't know, about 6 layers deep. What? Sorry, I like lasagna a lot. Boom, 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 do do do, do do do, do do do. I gotta do me a whole bunch of freaking freezer meal prep stuff. Lasagna is going to be on the list. That was the that's the through point of that thought. Sorry, I didn't vocalize it. Did you know if you have Twitch Prime, you could subscribe to this channel for free? Ad-free viewing. And also it supports the channel. Wow. God, streamer, such a shill. I don't know. I wanna make time for the fun stuff, right? You know, and I think streaming is fun, and I like playing Pokemon on stream, so I want to like keep playing Pokemon on stream. And like maybe playing other stuff on stream, but I think we're gonna focus on Pokemon for a while again. That just seems to be where my head is at. And in fact, like we We started Mario Mon last stream. VOD for that is up on our new VOD channel that I should probably link under the stream. If you just go and search Makorin VODs, you'll probably find it, I would assume. Hope. I get jump scared every time I run into a male Pyroar in the other game. I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting the female Pyroar because I'm... Why did I say Pyroar like that? That was Pyroar. I don't know. You know, Safari Week is coming up soon. Not a lot of fire types in the Safari,
here on the scene.
But I'm here on the scene. I'm trying to think, actually. Are there any fire types in Safari Zone? For my fire type Adventor, would I get any benefit out of going into the actual Safari Zones? I don't think so. My dumbass would sit here and be like, I want to play in a 1 in 4096 game and end up in the Great Marsh. I'm gonna look real quick. Let me get an encounter here and then we can Safari Zone. I guess Johto Safari Zone. I keep forgetting how diverse Johto Safari Zone is. Yeah. Ooh, I should jump back into my Par Gold and double check how far I am along with stuff in Safari Zone, because I might have to date skip some stuff. Not like I have to do the fancy date skip. I have to do the time warp again. I tripped over my tongue. Another thing that I want to do at some time this year, preferably before Legends ZA comes out, is go through Legends Arceus again. And just have that fresh in my mind. You know, I just wrapped up a playthrough of Scarlet with my Shiny Badge quest. I kind of want to go through Scarlet and Violet again once Switch 2 is out. Like, that's something we could start as soon as, like, next week. Also, going through Legends Arceus on Switch 2 is probably the bet here. So, probably don't start that until the end of next week as well. I don't... My brain thought, like, 4 thoughts at the same time and I couldn't get any words out. Do we know, is the Switch 2 patch for Scarlet and Violet, like, is that a day 1 Switch 2 thing? Like, is that patch going to be available on day 1 of Nintendo Switch 2? I didn't look that closely at the website, so I don't actually remember. I could also be talking into the ether potentially because it looks like we're on an ad break. Thanks, Twitch. What if they missed the action? What if this brazen is shiny? It's not, but what if it was? Anyway. Yeah, anyway. I have a bunch of things in my head that I want to do. And like, you know, going back again, like we need to continue my playthrough through Mario Mon. Continue, or like start up. I want to play through Legends Arceus and Scarlet and Violet again when Switch 2 is out. I want to stream some freaking Mario Kart World potentially. Probably not gonna start that up on stream like the second it's available to me. I have to wait for my Switch 2 to ship, but I got the Switch 2 that is bundled with Mario Kart, which has me default thinking that the Switch 2 is $500 and it's not. It's $450. Anyway, but I have the Mario Kart World bundle pre-ordered for me, and just the Switch 2 pre-ordered for Mimi. Both from Walmart, and the Mimi's says it'll be here on the 5th, and mine says it'll be here on the 6th, and I'm like, God damn it. Switch 2 comes out just in time for me to be unemployed, baby. Anyway. Thing I don't need to do to myself again is go through BDSP again, but also I kind of want to. This one might be more as like for a video, potentially. I'm just gonna like spitball ideas that I have right now. I want to see how much of the Pokédex I can complete in BDSP in under 24 hours. And my kind of like consolation, I suppose, to that is I only have to play through one of the games as part of the 24 hours. And also I'm going to start with save files that I've been sitting on that have the Manaphy egg. Or at least one that has the Manaphy egg. I don't know. Which also means it has a little bit of extra progress, but I'm going to subtract whatever the playtime is, which is about an hour, I think. Maybe 2 hours? I'm not sure. But my idea is to kind of do that as like an idea. Don't know if that would be more of a thing I try to do as for a video or what. Might make a neat stream thing if I have the time. All depends on how things go in the next month. Trying to think, what else was I yapping about? Oh, Safari Week is coming up. I don't exactly know when that is. I don't know if that's been decided on when that is yet. But I want to take part in that. Right, I was looking here at the Safari Zones. And like in my quest for, we'll look at the Johto one last. Like, the only thing I could think of is maybe Emerald Safari Zone, but even then, doesn't look like it. Yeah, Safari Zone is not necessarily the best place for me to go and find fire types. With the exception, I think, of Johto one. Because Johto has a whole bunch of stuff in it, and I'm not actually sure if any of them are fire types. Magmar is here. That's cool. Do I... Wait, let me double check the spreadsheet. Do I need Magmar? I do, actually. Do I need Magby? No. I have Magby. I don't have Magmar. And I need Magmortar as well. Okay. So maybe I'm going to try to make sure stuff is set up that I can hunt Magmar. Figure that one out. Oops. Anything else? Oh, Houndoom is here. Ponyta is also here. What? Houndoom 4344 with Peak N. Oh, that should be pretty easy to do. Actually, yeah, that one might be pretty easy to set up. I'll have to pop in Heart Gold and see what I can do. And see if I can get it set up in Soul Silver as well. I have a secondary problem in, well, it's not really a problem, but I have a secondary issue that I have a solution for. Let's say that in Heart Gold, and that's I'm almost out of PC box spaces, and that's because Heart Gold now houses my Emerald Living Dex, or my Gen 3 Living Dex, I should say. I moved a copy up through Pal Park. I went through the experience of moving 386 Pokemon through Pal Park. I don't recommend it. I did it in Heart Gold because you don't have the cooldown of doing only 6 Pokemon a day. Then, out of all the copies of my Gen 4 games that I have, Heart Gold is my only childhood file. Fun fact. I've never restarted my Heart Gold save. Soul Silver I picked up before the prices skyrocketed. Thank God I did, because I thought I overpaid for it as it was, and trying to find a copy for that cheap now is impossible. I think I bought it at GameStop for like 60 bucks or something. And it was cartridge only at that, so I don't know what if I wanted to eBay that right now. What Pokemon Soul Silver cartridge only? 145? Are you fucking me? Yeah, glad I bought it when I did. The one thing I do need is, or well, would like, is another Pokewalker. Which reminds me, I think... Yeah, I stopped carrying my Pokewalker around because the battery died. I need to buy a new battery for it. I just kept forgetting it, and then I took it off my list, apparently. Do you know you can visit my Ko-fi page and support the stream by donating via Ko-fi? Leave me a tip, help me buy coffee at my Ko-fi? Thank you, Kofi Streambot. I'm still amazed that nothing has shined on the other game. Do you ever feel like the numbers are just stacked against you? Like you have a cursed ID number or a cursed secret ID number or both? It's just like, yeah, no, just nothing will ever shine like this. Not the way that it works mathematically, but I mean, it's possible, I guess. There's probably some logic to that nonsense. I always thought it was super cool that Legends Arceus has the quest that gives you a shiny Ponyta. Because it spoke to me specifically because there this would be before I had my own DS and I was playing Diamond in an emulator. The first shiny I had ever seen in Diamond and Pearl was a Ponyta on Route 210, just north of Salacion. So, you know, getting these games where I get to go through a different version of Sinnoh and being like, yeah, the game's just gonna give you, like, here you go. Your first shiny, although it's being just handed to you, basically, is a Ponyta. And I'm like, damn. My first visit to Sinnoh and my first visit to Hisui both gave me a shiny Ponyta. I wish I still had that save file. I don't remember if I actually caught the Ponyta or not. I think I did. But as at that point in time that using no cache GBA, because it was forever ago. And I don't even know if like Desmume or any other. I don't know what of the other emulators might have actually existed. Because we're talking like 2007 or 2008. The DS emulation was already in its infancy. Remember, I almost missed the bus because I was trying to catch Dialga. That was funny. But yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of nostalgia for Sinnoh. Like the more that I've thought about it, the more I'm like, oh yeah, no. I never got good at Poke Radar. I definitely never figured it out by myself. And like, since I've been taught how to do Pokemon or Poke Radar chaining, I still haven't even given it the attempt. So that's definitely a thing that's like on my radar. Ha ha ha! Pun, ha. Anyway, you can boo me, please boo me. Actually, there should be quite a handful in my where is my cursor? Found it. There should be. Yo, shiny Ponyta on the other game. I thought I heard the sparkles. Oh shit! I finally found something on this game. Hell yeah! Well, damn. Hey, wait. I gotta take a photo. Here, let me... That's... Drop this in a smidge. Done. Post that. Okay. Let that post, and then I can pull the photo from Blue Sky. Now, can I just I didn't think so. Damn. It didn't let me. I do know I can click and drag though. Check this fucking shit out. So I just got this on the other game. So I'm gonna work on trying to catch this. What do I have here? Could quick ball it. I think Great Ball is a good choice for it. Although, being honest, this is going to become a Rapidash. Okay, it broke out anyway. Flame Charge. Okay, that's not too bad. Here, I'm going to get into another encounter here. Okay. Let's see. Let's try... Honestly, Timer Ball would look kind of cool. I'm not expecting it on turn 2 to catch. Yeah. Ooh, it does have a move that gives it recoil, so sooner rather than later. I think I'm just gonna try an Ultra Ball. No. Look at this Venusaur. I just needed to see the Brazen because I wasn't paying attention. Can you imagine if I had a double shiny situation going on? That would have been freaky. 2, 3. Okay. We caught the Ponyta. Okay, sick. Also, that registers Ponyta in my decks. I didn't have it in the decks yet. That's fun. Anyway, okay, so like I was saying, this is gonna be a Rapidash. What do I name you? Majesty. It's the first thing that popped in my head. Stupid SpongeBob reference. Old Smokey. That is actually what I named it. I named it Old Smokey. Old Smokey. Hit that save button. I can't really show it very effectively. We got any nature guesses for the Ponyta? Um... I'm gonna guess quiet. Okay, that's not the best for it. It is actually timid. Hey, that's nice. All I needed to do to get some decent luck around here was go live. I'm gonna check my other fire type. You know what? This one also gives me Panseer and Brazen, but instead of the Slugma, gives me Charmeleon. Maybe... You know what? I'll do this one. Give myself more of a chance of getting Panseer and Brazen, I guess. Particularly the Panseer. Turn the volume down on that now. Yippee! And we haven't even been live for 2 hours yet. That's awesome. Man, I'm so good at this. My big thing is getting monkeys. If we get anything that's not monkeys, I mean, that's fine, but... Anyway, I feel like there was something else entirely that I was doing when I heard the sparkles. I guess the fun thing about that Ponyta is that that's full Safari Zone odds because I don't have Shiny Charm. Or full Friend Safari. I think I said Safari Zone, but whatever. I'm finding all kinds of Brazen on the other file right now. I've not seen one Charmeleon. Been like 6 Brazen in a row. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Every time I see the Slugma, I get scared. It's gonna make me slug my balls. Bum 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 ba bum bum ba bum. Our Gold Soul Silver has good music. I enjoy it. Do 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 do. We stole a balloon. Yeah, on Free Balloon Day. I've not seen one Charmeleon in this. What the hell? I'd rather see more Panseer, but I'm seeing so many Brazen. I'm gonna show me the Sligma. I don't get it. Oh, there's a Charmelon. He looks like asleep. Yo, bro, are you okay? Actually, I'm very curious about Poke Radar hunts in this game. I know it works completely different than Sinnoh Poke Radar. My understanding is the best odds with Kalos Poke Radar is 1 in 100. But like the way that you do chains is different or something? I don't remember. I know I never touched Kalos Poke Radar because I was like, I didn't understand that shit in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I'm not gonna understand it here. Sorry, I got distracted. I got distracted by a message. Doom 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 boom 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 ba 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 da ba ba da ba ba da bum. Do 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 boom boom. I keep getting jump scared every time I see this Charmeleon. I don't like how he looks. Anyway, I'm gonna say 3 shinies today is a good deal. And I'll probably put Friend Safari down for a bit after this. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's outside of doing the student method, it's the best way to hunt the elemental monkeys. Big advantage that egg hunting has is that I won't phase. So if one of these games wants to find me a Panseer right now, I mean, that'd be really cool. Then, like, everything else I can just get in... Everything else that I need, I should say, I can just get in... Scarvi. I mean, actually, like, everything else I can just get in Scarvi. Slugma is available in Scarvi, Charmander line is available in Scarvi, Fennekin line is available in Scarvi. In fact, I think I already have the entire Charmander line, so... Let me double check my spreadsheet. Yes. Yes, I do. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I love the emote. Good emote. We are currently hunting in the Friend Safari in Pokemon Y. I'm actually dual hunting, but only have one 3DS capture card, so here we are. Maybe one day we can invest in another. But we're basically hunting the same thing in both games. The target is Panseer. The Friend Safari I'm in on the Capture 3DS has Panseer, Slugma, and Brazen. And we've gotten 2 Slugmas already. The 3DS I have off to the side that you can't see has Panseer Charmeleon in Brazen. So there's that. Hoping I don't phase on the Charmeleon because I already have the entire Charmander line. Also hoping I don't phase another Slugma. I was in a Friend Safari earlier on the other game that had Ponyta, Pyroar, and Fletchinder. And I switched after getting a shiny Ponyta. I want to focus on this Panseer. Because they still don't let us get the elemental monkeys in Switch Pokemon games. Legend CA will change that. We just gotta wait out until November. The other benefit is My brain is stuttering again. Nope, I don't remember what I was saying. I was saying something about a benefit and I don't remember what it was. Ooh, awesome, love it. Yippee! Love when Bringle Burr. It just turns into static. You have a great thought and you want to share your great thought, and your brain's just like, all you hear is static. I'm like, but the TV don't do that anymore. My therapist is trying to convince me that you can live life without the static. And I'm like, bullshit. So far in my hunting, I have found 3 shinies in the Friend Safari just today. And I think that is pretty awesome. I said no, and she said fair enough. That's great. I like that. I go focus mode. And you know what? I think I've tried to like get the thought out and keep getting cut off by things. Joy's a fellow neurodivergent therapist. She even did a little fidget toy tour to help me find ones that might help for me. Oh, that's so nice. My therapist is also neurodivergent. Didn't give me a fidget tour walkthrough. There's one day, so specifically, I do all my therapy telehealth. So I was sitting here at my desk one day, and I'm she pointed out to me that I'm looking down a lot, and I was like, oh, I'm fidgeting with a paperclip. And she's like, you're fidgeting with a paperclip? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fidgeting with a paperclip. She's like, okay. I'm like, I don't have a good... Ooh, I just thought about that. Anyway, I don't have a good fidget toy right now. And then I just remembered as I was about to go and say that I do have a fidget toy. Unfortunately, Mimi hates my fidget toy, so I don't get to use it at home very much. Because it makes a loud clicky noise as I click it back and forth. And it just sets her off. Ironically, it's a toy I got out of a Wendy's kids meal. It's just like a little toy that has like 2 buttons, and you press the one button down and it pushes the other button up thing. So it's not very well made, so it's really clicky clacky. Yeah. I just remembered that a while back it fell out of my purse in my car in the back seat, and I never actually dug it out of the back seat, because I think it rolled under one of the seats. And I just remembered it exists. I wish I was in a different headspace about fidget toys when fidget spinners were real big. Because Even though fidget spinners were really calming for me, I somehow convinced myself that I didn't need it. Or that, like, it was, like, for kids or something stupid. Probably because I was surrounded by people at work that were just like, and this is when I was working at Walmart, so you can figure out how this all connects together. I was surrounded by a bunch of people who were like, uh, fidget spinners are stupid and annoying and like they don't do anything, you know, whatever the fuck. And I'm like, now I have so much more knowledge, right? And I understand that it works. That is Walmart for you. That is Walmart for you. I remember height of COVID when fidget spinners became really, really, really popular for people. Damn, those things. And then they like fell off, like the follow, like they were really popular like leading into summer, and then they fell off like right as school started up again. And I'm just like, wow, I should have scooped up so many of those when they were like 50 cents. That would have been so based. I'm kind of surprised that while I've been talking, I've actually successfully kept up my flow here of keeping encounters going. I don't like, however, that now that I've noticed that I have, my brain has decided, hey, you're dizzy. Stop looking left and right. The fuck, brain? I was fine. Pokemon is my fidget toy. Girl can multitask until she got out of autopilot. True. My vibes are negative. Oh, I'm out of water. Damn it, I don't want to get up. It's been redeemed, and thus I must. How dare. There's gotta be liquid in one of these things on my desk, right? No, everything is empty. Fine, I will get one encounter and then get up and walk away. Okay, I'll be back. Ah. I have hydrated, and you have used all your points. What the hell else do I have in my channel points these days? I don't remember. Yeah, that seems about right. Yippee. I need to finish up setting up some of the stuff, but how to not be a hypocrite and drink water as well. See? Everybody hydrate. Orange. Red, orange. Red, orange, red, orange. This is a really regal ass Pokemon track. What is this? Oraz version of this song? It is. It's the Oraz Art Museum. I can't believe I pulled that one out of my ass. I also tend to hydrate when I see it redeemed in any chat. It's just a good habit to have. That is very true. I feel like the hydrate redeem is also for chat. Because personally, I think I'm pretty good about hydrating. It used to be kind of a meme in this chat to just like spam redeem hydrate. So I had to up how many points it was worth and then also put a timer or a timeout on it. Because I used to like stick to my word of hydrating when it was redeemed, and it would be redeemed like 20 times in a row. And I've had moments of drinking like 2 bottles of water in a 2-minute span. Whenever it's redeemed in a place I can verbally say something, I would say, chat, you hydrate as well. Oh, neat. I might steal that. Maybe. I might forget. Let's go, undiagnosed, unmedicated ADHD. I'll try not to forget. Okay, what is this track? Oh, this is the Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel for 2, black and white. Huh. Neat. I wish I didn't have to crank my head all the way to the left to look at that, but thus is how my monitors are set up. They like the vibe. Insert some SpongeBob reaction, like, not lame. I wasn't looking at the other screen. Nope, that's a regular Charmelon. Charmeleon. Whoa. I'm so stupid. Ba-da-bum bum bum ba-da-ba-dum bum dun dun. Oh god, my brain is like flooding with like the gazillion. What? What? Surprise Pikachu face? My brain is flooding with like the gazillion different stream ideas I have that I don't actually know if they're good stream ideas. Or like if they would make like good video ideas. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know, ideas. Nothing too particularly crazy. Kind of just like stuff I want to do on stream. I was last time I streamed last week, I did start up playing yeah, you can always record what you stream and then edit it down for videos. That is kind of the intention, in part. Written, finish your sentence. What was I? My brain is borked. Last week's stream, we started playing Super Mario Mon. And like the VOD for that is the VOD for that still on Twitch? I don't remember how Twitch works anymore. It might be. How long do VODs stay on Twitch these days? I don't even know. It didn't take me. It didn't take me where I wanted it to. I want to go. This. Oh yeah, it's still there. Well, regardless, I have uploaded that VOD to YouTube already. With that said, I made mention earlier and I didn't do it yet. Where's the button? What's the button I'm looking for? Is this the button I'm looking for? I think that's the button I'm looking for. Oh, I need to update. Okay, never mind. I need to do a lot of different things. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I won't touch that yet. I have a new VOD channel that the VOD is uploaded on. So even once Twitch decides, hey, the VOD can't live here anymore, we're good. Yeah, I need to set up the panels again because I used to have them set up and then we changed a bunch of stuff and then I was like, I don't like how this looks anymore, or this looks kind of gaudy, or I don't use this service, and it turned into a whole cluster. Yeah. But also the thing I'm trying to work on is and keep up with as I go through streaming that is editing it down to be a you know, reasonable size video for the main channel. On top of that, I also have I did a shiny badge quest in Scarlet that I had started as a stream thing and then decided, you know what, I just want to play this offline. And then instead of actually coming back and streaming, I disappeared from Twitch for 7 or 8 months. Life sucks sometimes, you know? But hey, we back. I kind of go through these waves though, so if I just kind of vanish for a bit, it's unfortunately it's normal. I don't remember. Does Twitch show anywhere like how long a channel has been around? Or is there a spot where it shows you like when you opened your channel? I know this is technically the second Twitch channel I opened. I had another one before this, and then I don't remember why I opened a new one. I want to say I opened this channel in 2013. That sounds right to me, but I'm not sure. Anyway. Waiting. I don't remember now how long it's been since I got affiliate. Sometimes when you click on a profile in the user list, it'll show when you joined. Oh. Might be a mod mode. Wait, let me look these. Ah, yeah, there we go. Account created August 20th, 2013. Hey, I was right. Oh God, has it been? I've been subbed to my own channel for 86 months. How long is that? My brain doesn't want to do math right now. I got affiliate that long ago? Jesus Christ. My dumbass is just like, I got affiliate 7 years ago? Excuse me? No, you know what? That does make sense. That does make sense. That'd be in the thick of me working on my Gen 3 living decks. And like I was like 100%ing. Well, I was the intention was for me to 100% all the games along the way, and I didn't quite do that. God. 7 years and I've only gotten one Twitch payout. And it was when they dropped the payout threshold from $100 to $50. And I was at like 97 or something. God. That's crazy. Dude, that's crazy. I have to stop my brain from spiraling at this point. My brain's like, hey, just imagine if you actually like consistently kept up with streaming. And I'm like, no, stop thinking about that. We're here right now. Yeah, I don't even remember why they dropped the payout threshold. I think it's because of how many affiliates they had that just like never reached the 100 threshold. Which, like, when you think about it, like, the requirements for becoming affiliate do not guarantee that you will make $100 a month. Honestly, I don't even think they would guarantee that you would. If you hit the minimum requirement and like everything went perfectly, I still don't think you'd be hitting the $50 threshold every month. Unless you got some really good ad views. Bum, 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 bum. I kind of think that it's a thing that Ooh, excuse me. I think it's kind of a thing that Twitch wants to effectively affiliate everybody who like has an account and streams, like actively streams, but they want to weed out the bots. And somehow like the requirements that exist there will somehow do that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the logistics. I've always assumed everything stupid that companies do is for money or to keep automation away. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Because I would figure Twitch would like to have like money's a motivator, right? So like you would like to motivate people to stream more on your platform so that you can run more ads so that you can make more money. Especially with how kind of grotesque the ad rev split can be. I don't know. I remember when like YouTube was the main hub. Feeling like I had a killer partnership contract because I had a 90-10 split with full screen, which honestly was a killer contract at the point until I actually learned what was happening, and it was, oh yeah, you're not actually like 90-10ing this, you're some stupid combination of things, and also the 90-10 split happens after YouTube takes its cut, which is like 60-40. And I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, no, your 90-10 split is just with full screen. Problem is that Twitch does not promote growth. You have to grow on other platforms to gain the amount you need to actually start growing. Correctamundo. Yep. Which means the ones that are able to grow effectively are both consistent and really good at turning their Twitch content into other content. Which is why, honestly, so many people blew up because they managed to turn Twitch, like, basically turn Twitch clips into TikToks. TikTok shorts, reels, whatever, you know, for whatever platform we're talking about. The one example of that lives in my head is Pirate Software. Went from not having any idea who the guy was to he was all over my YouTube Shorts feed. Don't know who this guy is, but he's well spoken. And he streams himself mostly making a video game. Oh, interesting. Huh. I don't pay attention to the things that I get added into on Blue Sky, not gonna lie. So if I have somehow weaseled my way into a trans streamer starter pack, that's kind of awesome. And not gonna lie, kind of feel like I do I don't know, there's like 10 different words going through my head on how I want to complete that sentence. I feel like some of the shit that comes out of my brain into Blue Sky posts let's just say is odd. Sometimes I filter it. Most of the time I well, I don't know. Oh. Interesting. I am not in the starter pack. I am a DLC character. I stopped paying attention to games. Okay. This one was fine. Yippee. I tabbed over to Blue Sky and I shouldn't have done that. Girl, your social media palled. I had a weird, like, not quite like a panic attack moment, but a weird, like, introspective, like, what is my life kind of moment the other night, because I was sitting in the hotel room, bored out of my mind, and I'm like, what the hell do I do when I'm at home? Like, obviously, like, when I'm not streaming or, like, not, you know... I'm like, what do I do to, like, pass the time at home? I'm like, I don't know what I do. And Mimi's just like, I don't know what you do. What do you do? I'm like, why do neither of us know how I pass the time? What the fuck am I doing? We came down to the decision that, or the determination that, I spent far too much time just scrolling all my socials. It's gotten particularly bad because for some stupid reason I decided to go back to Facebook, and Facebook Reels just... Well, my Facebook Reels feed is basically my old TikTok feed, so... I haven't been on TikTok in, like... I don't know, I deleted the app like 6 months ago or something. Facebook Reels is so bad. I know! I know! I know, I think the really disgusting part was I hadn't used my Facebook in, like... I don't even know how many years. Like more than 10 years. So, like, when I went back on Facebook and, like, was like, I'm gonna, like, use this intentionally, there's a long, complicated reasoning, and it was mostly me trying to weed out the assholes in my extended family. We've all been there, right? Anyway. Anyway, let's just say the type of man that Facebook thought I was. The type of man that Facebook thought I was. And then I had to be like, no, Facebook. No, I'm a girl. And it went, oh, since when? And I'm like, well, we can get into the logistics of technically forever, but... Yeah... Basically, the rule of thumb is, I don't know how. Very quickly, I managed to clean up the everything. And, I don't get very much blatantly transphobic shit thrown in my face anymore. I've just definitely learned never look at the comments. Because for some ungodly, disgusting reason, Facebook is just like, we're going to promote the anti-trans posts. Like, go kill yourself. Jesus Christ. Oh, oof, that is rough. I had a bad experience with my grandpa. Hilariously, actually, I think it's a heavily a combination of things, but it was particularly when I told my grandpa that I'm engaged. He seemed to be mostly okay with me, like, being trans. He definitely does not understand it, and we did not talk much on the matter. So there's that. He was also an asshole about my name, but we won't talk about that because that has a whole explanation that I don't want to talk about my name. But yeah, no, it was he was more upset that I guess I'm just gonna just blatantly be like, he was upset that as a gay person I'm getting married. More specifically, from my perspective, it's as a lesbian I'm getting married, but I don't know how he views my fiance, so it didn't make any sense because he didn't even, like, the stupid tirade he went into wasn't even, like, about gay marriage. At least, like, well, okay, it kind of was at first, except he didn't actually say anything directly about gay marriage. He just said something heavily implying, well, Trump's not gonna allow that for long. And I'm like, bro, fuck off. Like, what the fuck? This is a whole mess. I don't want to talk about it because it gets into, like, politics talk, and we're playing Pokemon. I just want to enjoy Pokemon right now. Because believe it or not, after that comment and the following comments that led me in a specific direction, I had to I was given the knowledge that confused me even further, that he's not a supporter of Trump. Anyway, we'll leave that there. We'll leave that one right there. It's really fucking confusing. Anyway, I told my mother after that I'm not going to family functions anymore because I live further, like, I live relatively far away now, and the fact that I, drove pretty far to visit everyone and just got, like, harassed basically is bullshit, and I'm an adult who can make her own decisions. My mom basically told me, yeah, whatever, as long as you don't cut me out of your life. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. You are, like, my staunch ally, so that's cool. Yeah, see, I was worried I was gonna end up in a fight with my uncles, but the detail I forgot is that my uncles are pussies. He was in a family group. What? What? Oh, that sucks. What the fuck? That's fucked up. There's a point where it becomes, this was a mistake. Well, what do you mean by that, Red? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I had to reread your message again because I think I misread it. Yeah. I misinterpreted it. Whatever. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it was definitely a matter of Mimi and I got to the car and we were both like, this was a mistake. We shouldn't, no, this should not have happened. So yeah, getting to that point of just being like, this was a mistake is definitely what happened. But yeah, with all that, like, life has just decided that this year is the year it's gonna throw all the curveballs at me, and I'm not happy about it. Really not happy about it. But we're making do. Like, outside of family relations after coming out as trans, it basically comes down to at this point my big concern is keeping a roof over my head, because my job let me know that, hey, you're not gonna have a job in, at this point now, like 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, come on. I tried really hard, dude. And he's like, I know you did, but it's just not gonna work. I'm like, fuck, dude. I get to re-enter the job market. Yippee.
Yippee!
Hi, Ozzy. Yippee! Ozzy, I don't want to put you on full blast right now, but your cosplays, so good. So good. I love your cosplays. Otherwise, I'm doing okay. Other than poopy job stuff, I'm doing okay. I'm very sleepy and have been awake for too long today, but I need to like reset my sleep schedule after con times. I really wish I didn't lose the motivation for the little bit of a cosplay. Say a little bit. Any bit of a cosplay is still a cosplay. Stop selling yourself short, Rin. I still wish I didn't lose the motivation to actually work on my cosplay. Only reason I did was because of the poopy job stuff. Cause let me see, where do I still have the picture open? I found this art of a take on is this it? Yeah, here it is. It's I lost track of who the original artist is on this. Who was the artist for this? And I really should find it again, especially now that I'm going to share it on stream. But I found this art, this here, and I wanted to copy this because I play Ninja in Mario Party Jamboree. So I have a whole bunch of stuff for this. Particularly, I found like a longer hoodie like this, and I found big red buttons on Etsy. So I was gonna make the ears and like I was just gonna get the super crown. I wasn't actually gonna get the wig because whatever. But I totally like. My intention was to do this stuff like 3 or 4 weeks ago, as I was like asking a bunch of people I know if they have a sewing machine before deciding, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy my own. And then I didn't do that because I was like, that sounds like spending money in a time when I shouldn't be spending money. Because of poopy job stuff. I guess when I say 3 or 4 weeks ago, I didn't know for that long I was losing my job, but it was like I was putting stuff off because I was trying to find somebody who would lend me a thing, but whatever. Anyway. Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to base my thing off of. Yeah. I was trying to figure out the shoes though. Like find little booties like this. Not 100% sure what I would do for that, but you know, figure something out, make do something. I figure there's always a next time, so maybe I'll be in a better spot to actually put it together next time. You could get black booties and add fabric on for the extra bits. Yeah, that's probably the way to do it, hey? I definitely couldn't find anything pre-made that matched that. Yeah. I guess being what's the word here? Being confident enough in my ability to throw shit together. It's like nobody actually cares. If it turns out god awful, no one actually cares as long as I enjoy it. Of course, I'll sit here and say this shit, but when the time actually comes, am I gonna do it? Yeah, no, like, and I know, like, every person who cosplays is going to tell me the same thing that you're saying, Ozzy, and I just fucking... I don't believe it! In a logical mind sense, I can say, you know, I do believe you. In an emotional sense, I'm like, nuh-uh, Got red hoodies and paper plates for the faces. That's awesome. Love that. The brain says no, the heart says yes. Oh, okay, yes. My brain just did that thing of what song is this? Yeah, okay, yes. It's from Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters surprisingly has a lot of good music. Like, not just the battle themes, but like this is like one of the like the story scene themes or whatever. One of the area themes, technically, I guess. It fell out of Pokemon Masters so fucking hard, though. I think the biggest disappointment was when I upgraded from a Pixel 4 to a Pixel 7 Pro, and then all of a sudden Pokemon Masters didn't run well at all. The gacha got to be too much for me. Yeah, Ozzy, you know how I told you I really didn't want to get into Honkai Star Rail because of the gacha? Pokemon Masters is the reason. The Serena Zygarde banner has left war scars. I got hit with FOMO on the last night of the Serena and Zygarde banner because I really wanted it. I spent $120 and still didn't pull her. I had to pity pull her. That is the last time I've ever spent money on a gacha. That is the last time I ever put money into a gacha. It's not the last time I put money into a mobile game, but it's the last time I put money into a gacha. The last time I put money into a mobile game was Pokemon Go. Pokemon's stealing all my money! Yeah. How you feeling on Switch 2? Switch 2, I'm very excited for, actually. I have 2 pre-ordered. One for me, one for Mimi. Unfortunately, they took my money for it already, so... Yeah, I'm thinking, actually, rolling back to, like, I don't know, probably like half an hour ago in stream, I was talking about having some, like, streamy ideas and then never actually got my whole idea out. One thing I want to do once Switch 2 is out, is revisit Scarlet and Violet and see, because they're apparently getting a patch for Switch 2 that runs at higher res, runs at higher fidelity, something, runs it... It's gonna spawn more Pokemon based on the screenshots they shared. And like farther draw distance or some shit. So I'm like, I want to see if we can finally get Paldea to actually like run. I'm very interested in what it'll do for shiny hunting, because I'm worried that the extended draw distance is going to make it a lot more of a pain in the butt to respawn Pokemon. Or maybe it'll make things easier because you can like spawn things farther away. I don't know. Or maybe it'll be faster because you can get more spawns at a time. But then like it's like the distance, like maybe the doing respawns with the picnic is going to become faster. I doubt it. Sometimes I wonder how many shinies I've actually missed in Scarvi, because I don't do a lot of like focused hunts in Scarvi. I kind of just roam. Will it make outbreaks bigger? That's a good question. I imagine it might. The thing is going to be all dependent upon if they change the size of the spawners. I think at this point. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how many Pokemon it can, what the new maximum is for what it can spawn. Because I know one thing that people have been doing for some of those difficult to tell shinies, particularly the one that comes to mind is Minior, because you literally can't tell if it's shiny without interacting with it. Is counting. Because like the cap is what, 15 or something, so like it'll if the cap is that you can have 15 Pokemon spawned, and if you get a 16th one spawned, then one of them is shiny, because if it rolls a shiny, it just spawns it. So if it's as simple as like, okay, we can do 20 now, so like 21 is you're gonna be your look what you're looking for. May even just become harder to count if depending on how far out they can spawn now. What I didn't see, I don't think I wouldn't expect them to because of Game Freak's track record with stuff, but I didn't see anything about any kind of patch for Legends Arceus, so I'm wondering if there would be any performance uplift just from running on better hardware. That, and I just want to revisit Legends Arceus before Legends ZA comes out anyway, so, you know. So I'm looking down a lot because I'm technically, or not technically, I'm dual hunting. I just only have one capture card and don't have a good way to show the other screen. And it boggles my mind how much faster new 3DS loads over old 3DS. Even in a game that doesn't have like optimizations for it, like X and Y. X and Y never got a patch for new 3DS. So it's just inherently the betterness of new 3DS. Anyway, my target right now is Panseer. I've already gotten 2 Slugma on the game that's on stream. If we get a Brazen, that's cool. I need both Brazen and Delphox. The other game I have a chance of running into Charmeleon in place of Slugma, which I just did. I got both Slugma and Charmeleon at the same time. That's fun. But the goal is Pansear. Because, fun fact, X and Y is the most recent game you can get the elemental monkeys in. The elemental monkeys are not available in the Alola games and forward. You can transfer the monkeys into the Alola games, but you can't. And you can move them up to Pokemon Home, but it's the Pokemon retirement home for them. Legends ZA will fix that though. We've already seen the monkeys in ZA trailers. Yeah, no. Out of regular Pokemon, like non-legendary or mythical Pokemon, the elemental monkeys and Patrat and Watchog are the only Pokemon missing. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's 4 evolutionary lines from Unova. You forgot. And the really funny thing about them being, instead of being like, here's a Unova-based game, and being like, here's a Kalos-based game, is that all 4 of those evolutionary lines happen to be in the Kalos Pokedex. I had a list at one point. I don't know if I still have, do I still have it? Let me look. The fuck is this? Oh, I remember what that is. We're not going to talk about that. I name some of these text files the weirdest shit. What is this? Oh. No? Oh, here it is. I named the text file "No Switch for You." Okay. So the Pokemon I determined you can't get on Switch. Oh, I forgot about it too. Wow. Is Celebi, which you have to get through Crystal VC. Deoxys, which you get from Oraz. Victini hasn't been available outside of an event since, well, technically not at all, but since the Liberty ticket. Then there's Patrat, Pansage, Pansear, Panpour, all available in XY. Genesect is unavailable. It's event only. Volcanion is also event only. Same with Diancie and Hoopa. Furfrou is not available outside of the 3DS games. Or Go, I guess. Magearna is available through Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and technically Pokemon Home. Marshadow and Zeraora are event only, and Melton has to be gotten from Go and transferred from Go to either Home or Let's Go. Pokemon's dumb. What is this? Okay. Okay. Sometimes I just look at the miscellaneous things that I save on my desktop and I'm like, what is this? What am I doing with my life? And I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm just living a life. I was talking about it earlier, but I really wish I had gotten on. I I was more on top of buying all the games I was missing. Because, like, I don't know, 9 years ago in 2016, when I decided, hey, wouldn't it be really fun if I just, you know, picked up all the games I needed for Gen 3 and 100%ed Gen 3? Wow, that'd be so fun. And I bought all the missing Gen 3 games that I had for reasonable prices. The one exception being like Pokemon Coliseum was already $100 or some shit. For some reason, GameCube games were already stupid expensive. I don't know. It's fine. I just ended up, you know, using totally, definitely legal methods to play Coliseum again. Which worked out anyway. I needed to use totally legal official methods to get Celebi. So, whatever. And then turns out my copy of XD was kind of scratched up, so I had to do that via totally legal official methods. Yeah, then fast forward, 2017, 2018, no. Yes, somewhere in there. I bought a copy of Soul Silver from ad time. It is ad time. Ad time. They are poop. They said so themselves. Everybody make fun of them while they're in the ad. Now would be the perfect time for me to get a shiny. Do-do-dum. Bam 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 ba ba doo doo doo. Ow. Ow. I just tried to run my hands through my hair and I just... Ow. Ow, I just pulled a bunch of hair out of my head. Ow. Why did I do that? Ow. Ow. Anyway, trying to remember how much I actually like spent for my loose copies of Leaf Green and Emerald, because those were the only two I needed for GBA games. I seem to remember Leaf Green only being like $35 for loose cart, which is insane compared to modern prices. What is that at right now? If I want Pokemon Leaf Green, what is that going to cost me? Pokemon, that's not how you spell Pokemon. Leaf green cartridge only. If I want an authentic leaf green cartridge in English, it's gonna be $120. What the fuck? I can get a Japanese one for $37 though. I might pick up a set of Japanese ones though. That sounds like a good idea for shiny hunting. Anyway, I'm glad that I started buying all the games starting at 3DS. Because, unfortunately, I sit in the crossroads of... I didn't have all the... Or I still don't have all the DS games. I didn't have all the Gen 4 games for a long time. Now I do. Last year, I managed to find a good price on a copy of Diamond. That completed my set. I had to... a couple years back... By couple, I mean several. God, the passage of time makes my bones hurt. Some point in the past, in like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, apparently. I picked up a copy of Soul Silver from GameStop, cart only, for like $55, and was like, "This is a ripoff." And then I went and looked at the price of Soul Silver like earlier today. And was like, what the fuck do you mean it's Soul Silver cartridge only? What the fuck do you mean it's $145? Dude, the US used games market is so bad. Especially for Pokemon. Hell, actually, I got hit with a really good example of the used game market being kind of dog shit right now. At Combo Breaker, one of the vendors there was trying to sell a copy of Rule of Rose for the PlayStation 2. I don't know if you know anything about this game. This is apparently like the rarest, most expensive PS2 game of all time. And like, I don't know, pre-COVID, this game, this is an insane ass game to like, for collectors to get. It was like already like $300 or some shit, right? Fucking, this vendor at Combo Breaker was trying to sell it for $850. Who the fuck is dropping $850 on one fucking game? Yeah, I don't know why the fucking North American one is so expensive. Because apparently, when I was looking at price charting, it's always been this way. Like, the PAL version is super cheap, comparatively. Not saying 200 pound is cheap, but comparatively. Apparently the Japanese version's, you know, even cheaper because Japanese people aren't insane. I don't fucking get it, dude. I hate used games. Yeah. It's like rolling the conversation back to Pokemon, though. I think it's really funny. Oh, okay. I'm gonna finish my thought, though. I think it's really funny from a Pokemon perspective that people like to blame shiny hunters for the prices of games going up, and I'm like, no. There are plenty of shiny hunters who are like, no, this is stupid. Like, no. Like, the fact that in many cases, it's cheaper to get a flash cart than actually, like... Yes, that is so true. I'm glad that Pokemon cards have started to make a recovery, though. Not that I'm buying Pokemon cards anymore, but, you know. Anyway, I think that's the end of my thought, so... Go do things. One Piece TCG. Oh, man. There's too many trading card games, man. Do boop boo doo boo doo boo doo boom boom. Oh geez, we're over 3 hours. I didn't actually realize we were over 3 hours. Wow. Well, we got 2 Chinese on streams. I mean, that's pretty good actually. 1 for each game. But can we get another on one of these 2 games? How about right now? Damn. Kring. If I get another Slugma, I'm gonna be actually upset. My throat's getting sore now. Fortunately, it's sore from talking and not sore from con crud. If things work out, I'm hoping I get to go to a bunch more cons in the future. But we'll see. Finding that I really like traveling. Even though I'm kind of a, you know, anxious ADHD mess. And unfortunately, I have to do the extra precautions of, is where I'm traveling safe for trans people, right? Like, I'm allowed in, like, what? 12 states? Some stupid shit like that. Ooh, this is a good song. Hoenn, my beloved. bum 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 bam wow wow wow. Bada 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 bum. Doodle doo 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 doo. Ba 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 bum. Bada 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 bum. It's weird. It's lagging on the preview. Ah, weird. Oh, my iPad's been slipping out of the thingamadoozle. Because I didn't crank it down hard enough. Oops. I should probably fix this. Additionally, I guess I didn't plug it in. Oops. Okay. Stay. Good iPad. Come on. There we go. Oh, good thing I did. My battery was almost dead. Okay. Boom, boo 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 boo. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. Ba-da-da. Da-da. Do-do-do-do. Ba-da-bum. Venusaur. Sip. Ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-dum. Shucks. The downside to me not keeping track of encounters is, I don't know how many encounters it's been since the last one. I also don't feel like it's necessary to keep track of it, but I apparently pressed up on that. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Ba 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 bum 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 ba da ba bum 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 bum. I wonder what shiny hunting is going to be like in Legends ZA. Ba ba bum 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 ba da bum. Do 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 do. I should probably wrap this up soon. One of those things, you know, you can just kind of go indefinitely until you find the thing. I don't know how many more encounters I want to do. But we've been alive for about 3.5 hours, so... good amount of time, all things considered. Ba-ba-da-bum. If I start threatening to leave, it'll give it to me faster, right? Maybe. It's like, you know, I would just really like to end on a shiny. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but it would be nice to. I guess it is like almost 4 a.m. here. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna do one more encounter in both games and then I'm gonna call it. Alright, final encounter. No on the other game. No on this game. Alrighty. That's gonna do it for me tonight then. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, I guess. You know, more than anything. Really means a whole heck of a lot, honestly. Not sure, like, I don't have a good consistent stream schedule at this point, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream again tomorrow or when the hell the next stream will necessarily be. But I'm thinking next stream will probably be back into Mario Mon unless I decide to do something else. Kind of just, I don't know. The ADHD makes me follow the serotonin, so. Alrighty. Good night, everyone. Or good day, wherever you are. I'm gonna end the stream now.